Hey mi gente, it's your girl, Lovely Angel Lady, L to the A to the L. What's up, people? So, thank y'all for tuning in today. We are long overdue for another Get Ready With Me and Chat video, child. So, today I figured we would, I want to give to y'all in whatever knowledge that I have, wherever I can add value in your lives. I would like to try to do that. Your girl is trying to make sure y'all good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you heard me? All right, y'all. So, I feel like it's my birthday again, y'all. Virgo season, because I wore blue is my favorite color, by the way, y'all. But I wore azul for my birthday back in September, and I have not I wore this head wrap. And I wore a blue dress. This is actually a blouse that I got from Shein. Super cute. Got my little shoulders out. I can do a little shimmy. But y'all know me, I be about it. But I hope everybody in Texas is safe, y'all. We terribly missed living in Houston. We were there for 5 years. Lived in Louisiana for over 5 years, and Baton Rouge. Okay. But yeah, the weather had been crazy. Like a couple weeks back, our winds here in Vegas were 65 to 75 miles per hour, y'all. But let me tell you what we're going to chat about today. So I'm going to start getting myself together. This is not going to be traditional as far as the traditional makeup video. I have plenty of those up, so make sure y'all peep those too. Before we move forward, mis amores, I would love to give you an opportunity to join the familia, because your girl love you big like that. You know what I'm saying? So please do press that subscribe button, because why? It is free, honey. It is free, my babies. It does not cost you a thing. It don't cost a thing. We doing a grown-up things over here, and y'all need to be here. You know what I'm saying? This is where it's at. The LAL Bam Bam. So please go ahead and subscribe, make it official. I'll give you a little moment. I'll give you a little momento to go ahead and handle that. And then we're going to move forward, y'all. Don't forget to bing, bing, tap that alert bell while you are at it. So when your girl is uploading, y'all stay in the know, okay? So, y'all, today I thought it would be awesome if we talk about, if I did a 18 reasons why they run from you video. So I have my notes, but they're written, they're not written by anybody else. It's pretty much for me. When I come up with a topic that I want to speak about, I kind of, jot down notes, because I could be all over the place about something, especially if it's something I'm passionate about. Anything like human service related, psychology related, or something like that. If I'm very passionate about it, I could be everywhere within. We could take 3 hours. I mean, I'm not rushing, because y'all know these videos take a while, because if I'm doing a full beat and I'm chatting with you, of course I'm not going to be done in a jip. And it just depends on how much I want to do for that day. So I don't even know what I'm trying to do today. But we got this from Shein, y'all. This head wrap is from Amazon, okay? I love turbans, head wraps, caps, all that good stuff. And I keep my natural hair short and curly. Or I wear a wig, and I'm doing a wig review today. But yeah, this shirt is from Shein too, and I have on a skirt also. But y'all can look at the pics for the wig review, and y'all can see the full fit. All right, you heard me? All right, y'all. So let's talk about how you may be pushing people away as we start getting it together. We're gonna start by moisturizing. I'm not gonna tell you everything in full detail, because this video is more so about the chat than anything else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put on some of this Pixie Vitamin C Brightening Perfector. Actually, no, scratch that. We're gonna go back and we're gonna use something else by Pixie. I haven't used this in a while, this Rose Ceramide Cream. I'm gonna go in with that. I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that to moisturize my face. And then I'm gonna still prime. But y'all, okay, so there are things and actions and behaviors that others find creepy and irritating, or things that just cause a feeling of discomfort, basically. and you do any of these things, people won't just walk out of your life. They're gonna run faster than a road runner away from you. Okay, so I figure we grown. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it, y'all. Okay, so all right, my loves. So sometimes people knowingly and intentionally engage in these things. I'm just gonna brush my brows up and start with my brows. But yeah, sometimes people knowingly and intentionally do things that get others to flee because they want people to stay away from them. They don't want, to attract people, or they don't want certain people around them or something. So they might be trying to do things to gross them out, make them go away, stay away. And in some cases that, I can't blame people, because people have always been dealing with mental stuff and doing strange things as long as I can remember. But when I tell you, it seems like it's getting stranger by the day, some of the things that's going on. And I told y'all, not much shocks me anymore. Once you become a therapist and you start helping in the mental health field, you see all kind of things. Naked people stripping down, and people, committing suicide or attempting to, or threatening to, or threatening to harm someone else. And so at that point, it's like, okay, I done heard and seen it all. Well, I mean, you still feel bad about it, like, oh my goodness, but it doesn't shock me. Certain things don't shock me anymore, per se. Because people are doing the most, like I always tell y'all, they be doing too much. Y'all, I have just put a little bit of my lash glue on my finger just to try to get these hairs to kind of stand up a little bit, because they be cutting up a little bit on me. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm looking for I'm gonna start out with this e.l.f. pencil. This is a e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and I have it in, what color are you? Brunette. Oh, y'all, I can barely see the numbers and stuff on it. Before I do this, I want to actually go ahead and prime my face with some Maybelline Baby Skin real quick. Then we're gonna move forward. Gotta get up here where it's all crispy. Because when you don't prime, your makeup start creasing, and that is not hot. Okay, so let's talk about what you might be doing, y'all, that's pushing people away while we start filling in our brows and doing what we're going to do to our brows. And so, gossiping. We're going to start with gossiping. Y'all, I cannot stand somebody who just gossips all the time. But anyway, a big mouth is just not attractive. Okay, let's just say that. And that's the truth. Unless you consider the whole birds of a feather flock together saying. And of course, if it's somebody that likes to gossip, that's what somebody that likes to gossip is not going to bother them so much. You know what I'm saying? But somebody who loves to gossip wouldn't be as turned off about somebody gossiping all the time about, like, as much as somebody who doesn't care to gossip. Some people just don't like the chatter, and I'm one of those people where, especially if somebody does it all the time, it's like, sis, bruh, come on, chill out, you're messing up the vibes, you know what I'm saying? But it can be the cause of false rumors, and then as well as it can be very irritating and hurtful to the person that's being spoken about. Whether the rumors are true or not. Just because something is doesn't mean that somebody needs to be speaking on it, especially when it's not their situation. But if you call in TMZ to tell somebody's business every other day, you got problems. You really need to do more with your life. Invest in something, start a business, do something. Because you could be using that energy on something that could really benefit you a whole lot more than the gossiping can. It's like, get your life, folks be tripping. Y'all, I'm just for treating people the way you want to be treated, you know what I mean? Okay, y'all. So let's see. Gotta finish filling in this brow, but somebody who's always acting like a victim. Ooh, don't they get on your nerves? People such as like narcissists or anybody with like, sociopaths, psychopaths, might play a lot of games, mind games and stuff like that. But they be always trying to play the victim. If they do something wrong to you, they'll try to act like you hurt them instead. And it's like, and I'm not, saying this to bash. I'm just putting out the truth. Y'all know I'm about the truth. So if you are a sociopath, if you are a psychopath, take it how you take it. I mean, I'm about the truth. And that's what I'm speaking on today. This is my channel. And I speak and say what I want. You don't like it, you ain't got to listen to it. Just as simple as that. What's real is what's real. Everybody doesn't have, to make up something in their mind and live a full life or be someone else or pretend to be someone else to get by because, they're not wired the same as you are. And so you have to understand that, just because you are going through what you're going through or just because you are that way doesn't mean that the rest of the world stops. People are still going to be uncomfortable with it. People who are not like you, people who are, more considered normal in terms of emotion and stuff like that, they're not going to be feeling that. They're just never going to be comfortable with that. People can't be okay with something because you are or you don't feel something because they feel. And if, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. People run from you because you send them running. But how you doing something to somebody else, straight up pretending or playing games like they're hurting you, like things like that. It's just like, if you are second guessing or talking bad about somebody because they don't want to be around you because you're that way, you need to really wake up and smell the coffee because you're dreaming. And I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. Like I said, it's about the truth. We all need to work on ourselves and change. If we need to change, some of us need to change. We got to work on making ourselves better humans. Unless you're trying to become a robot. I am a robot and I don't want to have any emotions and I don't want anybody to react to anything I do. No. I'm sorry, but that's not how life works. Sorry, not sorry actually, because I'm really not sorry. I don't like when people sit up there and say stuff like they're sorry or they don't mean to be mean when they know they're going to be rude as hell. It's like, quit lying at that point. Now, if you actually don't mean to be rude, you can either say it differently. Sometimes people are going to take it that way, even though you're intentionally trying not to be rude. But sometimes people know that what they're going to say is hurtful, or they know that if somebody said that to them, they wouldn't be happy with it. So it's like, I don't know why people even say that in the first place. Because this person finna take this some kind of way. They're not finna just sit there and be happy about what you're saying or what you're about to say. Especially if you know it's rude. Now, if it's just constructive criticism, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? But people who fall under this particular umbrella often appear to need constant validation to maintain that false sense of being superior, confident, and perfect. And your life is a whole roller coaster when you gotta live it like that, honey. It's like everything's a game. Everything, you gotta do this to alter that, do that to alter that. I would not want to live my life like that. It's just not worth that to me. And I'm not saying y'all should think life is not worth living. I'm just saying that it's about so much more than that. Even if you do, have issues, social issues, anxiety issues, any type of issues like that. Because even if you are a psychopath or a sociopath, you still can make choices. And even though your emotions are kind of screwed up and you don't feel what other people feel, does not mean that you gotta just wild out just because you don't care. If you live your life with meaning and you do things with meaning other than the fact that everything's benefiting you and you want to manipulate people and do all these bad things and put all this negative energy into the environment, that's what you risking getting back. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I just feel like when we do bad things, we're kind of setting ourselves up for failure. Because it's like you already know in your mind that that's not right to do, But y'all, I got this brow kind of, I guess, how I want it. It's not all the way done, but I'm going to go ahead and start on my other one while I'm still talking to y'all. For those who constantly take everything too personally will work folks' last nerves. Oh my gosh, that's number 4, numero 4, okay? They just take everything to heart. You can give people like a compliment. Have you ever known someone that even when you give a compliment, they ready to jump on your back? They ready to start fussing and cussing you out? And it's like, do they have an issue with comprehending English, or why? Like what's their trip? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying something good and you want to automatically assume it's something negative or something bad. You gotta get yourself together. People like that run people off, because if you can't even give somebody a compliment without them jumping down their throat like you actually did something, it kind of make you want to do something. It makes you want to be rude or hurt their feelings, because they're accusing you or jumping the gun on everything you do, even when you're trying to be positive towards them. And oftentimes people like that hate themselves. They lack self-love, I can't stand when people do that, though. You're giving them a compliment and they start acting like you're attacking them. Like they completely turn everything around. And it's like, I know you cannot be, like, if you really are intellectually, slow, you got some learning and development issues or something, then you may have a reason more so. But it's probably time, to start working on that. If that's something that you've struggled with your whole life, there's a lot of therapy and a lot of treatments, different treatments that people can do if they care enough to address things. And if you don't want, if you want to be taken seriously and you want to have good relationships and not run people off, if that means enough to you, it's about how important that is to you. If that's not important to you, then continue to live your life the way you're living it and run people away. That's your choice. I'm just here to tell you, different things. And sometimes people be in denial too about stuff. Either you doing something or you not. What you doing, and what you're not doing, you're not doing. Keep it real. Let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? All this manipulating and lies. Ain't nobody got time for that. Unless something is clinically or really wrong with you, there's no excuse. And even then, a lot of times, people who suffer from different conditions still know what the hell they be doing a lot of the time. A lot of times they have you'd be surprised at the type of understanding that they have about things. They are not as dumb as what they come across as being sometimes. Okay? Ooh, y'all. Numero 5. Okay? Number 5 is going to be jealousy. Oh my goodness. And I'm so against jealousy because I feel like it feels like it's a waste of a person, meaning that like you're wasting your time, you wasting other people's time, you causing all of this unnecessary crap that's going on surrounding how you're acting, all revolved around you being jealous. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not for that. Like, if I find out that somebody that I know or somebody that's supposed to be on my team is acting jealous of me, that makes me, number one, very highly uncomfortable. And in the past, I used to sit there and entertain that ish. But she will not be doing it today. Nada. No way, no how. She ain't doing it. Okay. Not today, not tomorrow, not the day after, not next month, and not next year. Y'all, I'm serious. I cannot stand that because it's childish and it's stupid, and you got to address your spirit. Like, you're dealing with some spirits. Like, you better get in prayer, go get that Bible, because you are up against some type of spiritual warfare or something when you start dealing with stuff like that and you feel like it's uncontrollable. You better start fasting and praying and doing something, because jealousy can cause people to do some evil, unheard of things. Murders, and I mean, it gets bad, y'all. And being somebody in this field for a long time, it's so much I've witnessed and heard. So many situations where jealousy took a turn for the worse, and it is like, why? Go get yourself some help and move on and let other people live their lives and be happy. Stop being selfish. Whatever personal issues you got, address them, because that's not fair for you to be putting that on everybody. Everybody is not helpless as helpless as they like to act sometimes. I have myasthenia gravis and a slew of other autoimmune conditions, but I don't make a damn excuse not to do what I'm supposed to be doing. Even though it's 10 times harder for me than it is for any of you who don't struggle with muscle weakness or who don't have issues with your immune system. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just make so many excuses to be able to continue doing what they know that they're doing, that it's just absolutely wrong. You know what I'm saying? But jealousy is not cute. If I find out that somebody's supposed to be in my lane, supposed to be one of my friends, I'll cut them off very quick, because I don't play those games. Because you're supposed to be wanting me to win just as much as I want you to win. And we're supposed to be able to, go hard for it together, support each other. But jealousy, somebody can't truly be happy for you, because they're constantly comparing themselves to you. They're always focusing too hard on everyone else's blessings. So hard that they miss the blessings. They miss anything about the blessings that they have. They don't even realize that they have been blessed in any way, shape, or form. And just imagine when you're all the time focused on somebody else's blessings, to the point where you can't even notice your own blessings. You can't even identify when you are blessed. So then in your mind, you have now developed that, ain't nothing good happening for you. But you're surrounding yourself with that. That is what you are bringing. That's the type of energy you bringing around you. You can never have peace being like that. And I'm not saying be perfect, but if you deal with that, if it's a struggle, get some freaking help. Stop making excuses. That's my thing. When people make excuses for what they know damn well they need help for. If you know something is abnormal about you, something ain't sitting right, go figure it out. Go see a professional and find out what might be going on. If you don't like what, or don't trust what they're saying, get a second opinion. But stop making excuses and get yourself some dang help. People make so many excuses as to why they can't better themselves, or why they don't want to do better, or why they can't do better. When in all actuality, they are the only ones stopping themselves. And like I said, it's about keeping it real. So I love y'all, and I speak truthfully, because continuing to entertain foolishness like that is only making someone continue to behave in that manner. Continuing to be toxic, continuing to, hurt people, continuing to be low on themselves and not have self-love, And there are a lot of reasons why people deal with things like that. Some people have dealt with abuse, neglect, and things like that. And my heart goes out to you if that is the case. But don't just sit there and make excuses for it. Get help for it. And start living your life. You got to eventually let go and put stuff behind you. And when I say that, I'm not saying that it's nothing that, what happened to you. I'm just saying that in order to move forward and for your life to ever change and for things to ever go in a better direction, change has got to happen. So if you just, but people, number 6, people who cannot accept constructive criticism. Constructive statements are made to help you. Now, if somebody just being rude, just being mean, just being a jerk, that's a reason for you to take that personally. But if you know damn well that you need to do something differently or better to see better results, or something that you're doing that you know that you should not be doing, then why are you going to be mad at somebody for finally identifying that? Especially if you keep running to that person crying about it or complaining or appearing uncomfortable or whatever it is you're doing, that person wants to reach out and actually help you. Like, I've been on the outside looking in, but I noticed that you do X, Y, Z. Why don't you start doing this and stop doing that, and just see if that will help you? And you ready to jump down the person's throat, slap them and call them Susie when they really did you no harm. You are doing more harm to yourself than someone else ever did by trying to help you. And sometimes the truth does hurt, but you got to be able to take it like a soldier. You heard me? You can't be, being a wham-wham baby about everything. I could be sensitive at times, but not, to the point where I can't sit up there and take reality. If it's something that I know damn well that I got to get it together, it might hurt for a minute or something to hear it. But I'm going to be like, you know what? Maybe so-and-so is right, if that is some truth to it. If I just know they just trying to be spiteful or something that's different, then I'm a switch lanes real quick, and they ain't gonna hear from me no more. Because if I know somebody is being that way, I don't want anything to do with them. Not in my personal life. Hell, I demand respect in therapy, and I tell y'all that. Just because you're doing a job, and just because people are mentally ill, don't mean they can't respect you. It depends on what's going on with that person, their symptoms. But people be letting people play too many games. And I'm not saying like physically do something about it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if you don't demand things like respect, you're definitely not going to get it. And then if somebody doesn't want to give that to you, it is your responsibility to turn and walk away from that. You don't have to keep, when somebody else won't do it, you don't have the power to shut them down. You don't have to sit there and listen to it, or you don't have to sit there and entertain it. You just move away and keep going with your life. You know what I'm saying? But number 7, y'all, people who make it a point to constantly call you out on not being a good listener, but in all actuality, it's them that can't sit there and listen to you. Oh my freaking goodness. I cannot stand that. I'm going to take this Urban Decay brow blade now, because we got to bring some reality to these brows. I'm going to take the blade part, and this is in Brunette Betty. But yeah, I'm bringing these to life a little bit, but people sometimes are not motivated to listen to you because they think they know it all, you know, and so they just don't care to listen to you. But I'm one that will call somebody on a ish in a heartbeat when they being like that. Like, you always telling somebody else that they won't damn listen, but you the last person to listen to something that anybody says. Like, who do you think you are? You know? Why do you think you deserve an audience and all this stuff? And why do you think people are going to listen to you when you never, ever, ever care to listen to what anybody else has to say? What makes you that damn special? We are all special and unique, but not enough to, you know, be just doing other people any kind of way and expecting to be treated as though we're superior than everybody else. If I myself know that I'm hard-headed and I don't ever like to hear what somebody else say because I know it all, I gotta have common sense enough to know that people are not gonna want to listen to me at some point anymore. People get tired of that crap. So nobody want to be only listening to you when you want to be hollering about folks not listening, but you can't ever listen, don't ever know what's going on, and then have a nerve to have selective hearing or something to where, you know, they could hear if they wanted to, but they only pay things attention. Like, if you go and start acting like you talking about their asses, all of a sudden they know what's going on at that point, what's being said. They listen at the door, being nosy and everything else. But the minute you have something important to say, or something that, you know, to talk to them about, maybe it's something that they not doing or need to be doing or whatever, they don't want to hear. Nothing you got to say at that point. You know, then it's all of a sudden they couldn't hear you. They can't never hear, you know, when those times come up. And you know what I do? Two wrongs don't make a right, but I believe that only goes so far. With me, I will give somebody a taste of their own medicine. It ain't about revenge. It's to just show them that you don't like this treatment, so stop doing it to me. Knock it the hell off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, y'all stop it. For Annie come spank you. Y'all be cutting up. That's one thing I don't like. I'm very highly patient. Obviously, if I can sit there and do makeup for 2 hours, I got some patience. But when it comes to like foolery, buffoonery, foolishness, I ain't got time ever. Like, I really have time for that. You know, if you're getting paid for you on a job, you're doing some therapy, that's a whole different ballpark than dealing with that in your personal life. No. And sometimes people who are not motivated to listen to other people, that is their way of rejecting what you're saying, because they can't accept the truth, or they're not willing to accept the truth. They know that what you're speaking is the truth and they don't want to hear it. And so, you know, they kind of start acting like they either got amnesia or need a hearing aid, or jumping down your throat when you say anything you say that abuses their little ego or whatever, you know. And so that's a whole nother story. But number 8, a constant complainer. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I do complain, but y'all, be a trooper most of the time. But sometimes I will complain, like about not feeling good or something like that. But if that was like every day, all day, and I didn't ever get up and try to better myself and still do something with my life, that would be a whole nother thing. But y'all know that person that just constantly complains and never have anything positive to say. It's like they have obsessive negative thinking, and it's unhealthy, and it just throws off the good vibes. You know what I'm saying? So people, if you are like that, people will not, all you do is complain, they're not going to want to be around you. You know, try to mix up something positive in there to kind of reduce the amount that you complain, or try to think of something that you're grateful for, to kind of help you kind of lessen the complaints and stuff like that. Sometimes people really do be miserable because of their situation, y'all. So I can't sit up here and say, don't be realistic and don't feel what you feel about that situation, because maybe you really are in a bad place and you've been dying to get out for a long time. And so you're just miserable. And, you know, maybe go go to church, talk to a pastor, go to see a therapist. There are a lot of different people. You have a lot of options when it comes to getting help these days. So it depends on what you have going on. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, y'all. Like I said, I don't know I have no clue what look I'm doing. No clue what we doing today. I'm just trying to get these brows looking like something. So I'm making some little hair strokes with this brow blade by Urban Decay. This is one of my favorite brow tools. Y'all see this in a lot of videos. I absolutely love this brow blade. But y'all see how it's bringing my brows to life some? They was looking sad. Alright, y'all. I think we looking like something. So we got that. I'm pretty much just gonna gel them down. We're gonna use this Control Freak, gel these brows a little bit. And then I'm gonna get some concealer, clean the brows up. Now where we was at, okay, so now we on number 9. Okay, so number 9, y'all, is a constant complainer. I'm sorry, y'all. Number 9 is not a constant complainer. We already talked about that. Number 9 is not talking at all. Now, I'm gonna sit here and keep it, like I said, it's about keeping it real. I'm not your girl ain't perfect, but that's one thing I do. Like, sometimes I get that way to where I won't talk at all. Like, I won't lie, I shut down and I become extremely quiet when my peace is at jeopardy or someone is irritating the crap out of me or repeatedly pissing me off. Like, I become silent because I just be so drove. I be annoyed. It's like, at that point, just back off. You know what I'm saying? Go back in your lane because you really done overdone it. And that's like my way sometimes of just dealing with. It's like I'm trying to refrain from going off or acting out in a way that I probably regret. And also trying not to allow it to escalate to make me feel even angrier. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking in the mirror real quick. But I'm going to take this Ruby Kisses Ruby Kisses spoolie and brow tool. And I'm going to use that just to clean up under my brows real quick. I think I'm going to go in with some liquid today because I have been using cream to correct my brows. But I'm going to use this I Am Magic Juvia's Place concealer to clean up my brows while I'm talking to y'all. But let me tell you what helps with that, y'all. Breathing exercises are very good for bringing down emotions of anger. And also some people are naturally quiet. Like, I've known people who are just highly uncomfortable around people, and so they'll just sit there and be quiet. Most of the time, because of what type of person I am, I can usually get those type of people to get comfortable and speak with me. But I noticed that depending on if a person's personality comes across as too strong, like, they don't want anything to do with that. They'll be like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm not saying nothing. So, like, sometimes if the other person believe that was causing them to feel that discomfort, they'll start talking to you. Depending on, you know, how you are and if they feel comfortable that they can trust talking to you. Some people have been through some situations too where people have just gone nuts or whatever. And so they just absolutely try to avoid any type of confrontation or conflict. And so they will, wherever they go, they're just always paying a lot of attention and just being extremely quiet because they don't want to piss the wrong person off. They don't want to have a situation. A lot of times they're just trying to avoid a whole scenery in public, or just a situation that they just don't want to have to deal with, or, risk their lives or whatever. Because people be killing people and stuff for much of nothing now. Like, life is just not valued like it once was. I'm just gonna blend that out just a little bit, y'all. And y'all not gonna see all this discoloration and all that. So fellas, if you are listening in and you not into makeup or nothing like that, don't worry, it's not gonna be a disaster. Trust the process. Your girl looks a hot mess now, but we will not be looking like this, I promise. I look a little cray right now. Feel like I'm about to go do theater. A whole theatrical performance. Okay, y'all. So, anyhow, let me do my other one real quick. But yeah, some people be naturally quiet, and when they're quiet, people who are naturally quiet tend to make other people feel uncomfortable sometimes, because everybody else is talking and they're like, what is that person thinking? What they gonna do to everybody? Why they not talking? What's wrong with them? So just like the quiet person could be trying to avoid a situation, other people might be like, they're the only ones in the room not interacting with anybody, you know what I mean? So what's up with them? What are they thinking? What are they about to pull? It's just so interesting to just sit there and think about what goes through the mind on any given day, the type of thoughts that occur in people's heads. Some people could be thinking about the last thing that somebody said that was rude to them. You just never know what be going on in people's heads. But like I say, before it gets out of control and you do something that you regret, that's going to cause you your freedom in the community, that's going to cause somebody else to be missing their relatives or anything like that, you got to think about it. Like, even if you don't believe in God, I would rather not take a chance in me personally. Even if I didn't believe in God, I would rather not take a chance and do some of the things that people do, because you're risking it. I'd rather know for sure that I have a stronger chance of going somewhere good when I leave here, you know what I mean, than to be doing things that I know is questionable, or things that I know can possibly harm others, you know what I mean? I think this was the one I was using, y'all. Is this the one I was using? I think it was. I don't remember. But we're about to use it now. But y'all, a lot of the stuff I'm telling y'all ain't gotta be no therapist or have no mental health background, psychology background, none of that to know a lot of the stuff I'm saying. I understand that a lot of y'all had different upbringings and all that stuff. I know that. I would know that. But I get that. You know what I mean? But stop making excuses for what you're doing. That's not right. Stop making excuses for it. Because that's not doing nothing but making you comfortable for a little while. And then every now and again, you're going to have to deal with the truth, or deal with, whenever that comes back up to the surface of your mind. Because sometimes we suppress memories, but they can't stay suppressed. We do that to protect ourselves from, a thought or something that happened that brings bad thoughts, or something that makes us afraid. And this is not therapy. This is just get ready with me and chat. Let's talk discussions. Just to really make y'all think and focus on bettering yourselves. There's so many things that we could say that other people do wrong, but sometimes the only thing that we could do is change up our environment. That person or those group of people being in our presence or not. That will definitely change the game, and your life will definitely change for the better. If somebody is, causing that type of, trouble in your life, then obviously the answer is going to be to get away from that, some kind of way. And if you feel like, you're fearful from getting away from somebody because of something, you got to get to a shelter, the police, whatever you can do to get to safety. Because somebody like that is not trustworthy at all. When somebody shows you their true colors, definitely believe it. Okay, so the next one, y'all, is 10. So when a person always has to make everything about them. For example, if you're speaking on a major accomplishment and this person fails to acknowledge what you've achieved, but they immediately start talking about their own accomplishment or a time in their life when they accomplished something, but they completely disregard addressing or congratulating you or, whatever. It's rude and braggadocious, and you're gonna run people off doing that because you're missing the ability to be able to relate, to interact. And if that person's able to provide you with support, because you probably go running every time you achieve something, you probably go run into a certain person or group of people and tell them what you achieved so you can get your attaboy, attagirl, or whatever. It makes you feel good sometimes to have a loved one or somebody that, is there to say, I'm proud of you, And if you are out there doing something positive, I'm proud of you. I'm not proud of you for, doing nothing that's illegal. I'm not proud of you for hurting other people. But if you are doing something that is beneficial, that is bettering you, that is making you more positive, making you a better you, I'm definitely proud of you. But if you know you need to do better, by all means, do just that. Because y'all know I'm not here to play. I'm not even going to play no games about that. What is what is. Basically. I'm not one who has a difficult time facing reality or anything of that nature. So I have no issue with keeping it real. Now, I'm not going to just be, if I know somebody be tripping and I know they like conflict, I'm probably going to avoid them. But I'm not going to be fake and all that for nobody. Nope. Just because somebody else don't like it, or they want to live a lie, or they want to continue to do the bad things that they do, and they don't want you to acknowledge it, just get away from them. Say, okay, you don't have to change. You don't have to do that. I don't have control, but I do have control over what I do and the type of company I keep, who I allow to vacation in my presence. And you ain't working out, Wody. You just ain't working out for me. Sometimes it bees like that. Gotta make it do what it do. Give some people the boot. And the thing is, we normally get a feeling about people very early on in meeting them. Sometimes we can be a little naive, But a lot of times that gut instinct kicks in. And because we want what we want, we've been lonely, we want to be impatient, we jump the gun and end up with a crap load of something that we don't want. Like literally more issues than we've ever had before. Because we didn't want to be patient and get to know the person. We wanted to rush something when we knew that we didn't feel right about it to begin with. We gotta stop doing that, y'all. Those gut instincts are there for a reason. They are there to warn us to do or not to do something. Could even be your creator trying to shake and wake you up. Like, what is going on with you? Did you not hear me tell you? Like, I literally told you not to do that. And you still did it. The things that we do as people when we just doing what we think is best for us don't always be right. Nope, not at all. I'm gonna do another video, y'all, too, on I started the business. Orders and everything went so well last week. I've already learned so much in being a CEO of my own company now. It is freaking amazing. Y'all, if you are passionate about something, do it. You know what I'm saying? But where are we? We are at number 11 now. The person that is constantly acting accusatory, like in some cases people do, they do this as a result of dealing with like insecurities. So I wanted to kind of touch on that a little bit. I'm just kind of trying to fix this too, because some of these are not really standing out the way I want them to. All right, y'all, things and brows are pretty much good. But yeah, so we were talking about number 11. So in some cases people accuse because it could be that they've been in a relationship or a number of relationships where they've dealt with cheaters. But constantly accusing doesn't change the fact that in the back of your mind, you can't come to terms with ever trusting a person. You know what I mean? As you once did. Like, why continue to put yourself through that? If you know you can't trust somebody, steadily accusing them of cheating or doing something wrong is not going to change the fact that they ever did cheat or anything like that. So you might as well go about your own little business, go your own way and get with somebody that's faithful. Number one, be patient. Don't just, get with every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's out there. Get to actually know who you're dealing with so that you can know, for sure when you don't just be impatient. Know for sure when the right person comes along. And that's one thing we all have to learn in this lifetime, is that we be so impatient that we get ourselves in all types of situations with strange people and then find out later. Basically, at that point, we seeing it as a little entanglement because we didn't got too deep into it. Our lives are hell because of it, because of the whole situation and the person in our lives that we allowed to come there because we was being impatient because we didn't want to be alone. And it's like, unless you want to deal with that, you better learn to be patient and do whatever it is to entertain yourself until the right person comes along. Because if you rushing everything, you're going to cause yourself to lose some years in life. And I mean by enjoyable moments that you could have had, less misery and things like that you could have avoided by not rushing. And I'm not just pointing a finger because I've done that. You know what I mean? Like, regretted just not being patient or listening to God when He's trying to warn me about somebody or something. And we have to suffer from being hard-headed. We have to suffer from our own choices. Of somebody else, we might not be able to control somebody else, but we can control the fact that we allow that person to be in our presence. You didn't have to say yes if you felt something odd about that person. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some golden 332 golden Maybelline Fit Me powder. I can't talk right now though. I always get tongue tied when I get so into these discussions. I be so passionate about it. Like, y'all, tell me what's the matter with you. Sis is trying to speak some facts. I'm trying to give y'all some real value here. Something that's really gonna help you, out there in these streets. You heard me? Like I say, weird things have been going on as long as I can remember. It's just that we didn't have as much knowledge about certain things when we were younger. When you start to open your eyes and wake up and really pay attention to what's going on in the world around you, when you get old enough to understand, it's just like, wow, it could be mind-boggling. Especially like if you were like me. I told y'all like I was once highly naive. Highly naive. I'm just glad I'm not like that. We ain't naive like that no more, you heard me? This is Pixie, what is this? Peach Pout. Moisturize these dry lips. I should have been there. I feel like I'm punishing y'all by making y'all look at them dry things, some dry soup coolers. But if y'all are watching, I hope that y'all will go check out Lovely Angel Shop. LovelyAngelShop.com is my business, and we will gladly get you taken care of if you see something that you like, okay? But we are going to hop back into this. Number 12, if you have low self-esteem, you basically constantly feel bad about yourself. People around you can eventually start seeing you in that same light that you see yourself. That same, how you're negative towards how you feel about yourself, they'll start to pick up on that. You got to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? If need be, you got to see a professional about low self-esteem. It's not healthy. You're not allowing yourself to live and be freely, be who you're supposed to be without being miserable and thinking all this bad stuff about yourself all the time. You can reverse that. You know what I'm saying? It's doable. You know, if you fed yourself the fact that it's not possible to ever do better or see better, then that's what you've been feeding yourself all this time. But it doesn't mean that that's what it is. Okay? Number 13. Hoarding pain and loss. Things like guilt, anger, love, and loss do require letting go at some point, y'all. Change can be difficult. I got glue on my fingers, y'all, so I'm picking at it. Change can be difficult. Just like you fight to hold on, you must fight to let go. It's important to free your mind from toxic thoughts. Ooh, y'all got a little super glue that's peeling off. I'm glad it's coming off, but gee. Yeah, because I did, you know, there's still COVID going on. Y'all be so glad to go back to the nail salon and get my nails did. But we just press these on, y'all. Okay? Some of the French tips. We roll like that. But yeah, it's important to free your mind of toxic thoughts. It's a way to move forward. And it's worth seeing a professional if it's been too difficult for you to achieve on your own, okay? It definitely pushes others away. If you're hoarding pain and loss. It doesn't mean that, you know, it was nothing what you went through. No. It just means that hoarding that, holding on to it, protecting that, wanting to hold on to the pain, wanting to hold on to the loss, is holding you back from being the great person that you are, sugars. Do better. Get help. Okay? And that's going to always be my answer if you really need help, because you don't want things to go left and you end up doing something to yourself or someone else that's not right. You know what I'm saying? That you can't take back. You don't want to do that. But yeah, y'all, I don't know what we're going to do with these eyes today. What should we do with the eyes? Y'all, I'm feeling like being super dramatic. I think I'm going to go in with this from Mayo Makeup. It's their pigments. Ooh, I'm getting blue pigment all over my fingers. We don't want that. No blue pigment all over the fingers. But yeah, we're going to use that blue pigment right there. That's the pigment I wore for my birthday, y'all. When I did that liner, I rocked the liner with that, and it is gorgeous, okay? I'm thinking about doing a little bit more blue, though. I kind of want it like more dramatic. So what we gonna start with though? I need a good, I think I'm gonna use this Morphe palette, and I'm gonna start with this brightener shade right here. Y'all, I don't know where the little names went. I got the little sheet that tells the names. It been slid somewhere. Oh, here it go. What is this one? Yeah, Party Starter. So I'm gonna go in with Party Starter real fast. Just real quick. I'm gonna take this little fluffy brush right here and go in with Party Starter. And that's what we put in. And we kind of use that to transition. But anywho, how? I thank y'all for getting ready with your girl today. Okay, but yeah. 14, if you lack emotional self-control, whether you understand it or not, others will probably receive it as you touch it down to cause hell, like Lil Boosie say he do, okay? You touch it down to cause hell. Being this way means that you are toxic to everyone around you. That ain't hot. That's one of them things that I'm like, sorry, not sorry, because it is what it is, you know? You can't be like, oh, poor baby, or boo boo, gaga, boo boom boom, and all this, that, and the other when it comes to stuff like that. Because somebody can really get hurt, and ain't no poor baby in that. I'm not about nobody doing wrong to others. Like, I'm not, and I'm never going to be. Never will be in this lifetime. I'm not perfect, but that's one thing I try to live my life by. Not doing others wrong and surrounding myself with negative energy and spirits and all that stuff by the things that I do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, buddy. You can have that. I'd rather not have it. But y'all, this is what I'm using as the brightener Party Starter, because it's a very good, beautiful transition shade. I don't know if the camera's allowing like it to really show to y'all, but it's gorgeous. I think I'll zoom in a little bit, y'all, so y'all could see a little bit better what I'm doing. Yeah, but if you wilding out over the smallest issues and hiccups, something is not right in here. Go get some help. Definitely get some help, because being in denial about something like that is never going to help you. You will end up under the damn jail before you can do anything about it, before you can change your mind, if you can't control yourself. You know what I'm saying? If all you know is to get angry or to be sad and depressed, those are the only two emotions you seem to feel, go get help. That crap is not, there's nothing normal about that. And in the back of your mind, I know, and you know, we know that you are aware that something is not right. Something, a switch or something, it feels like something is different in you. You know, you may not understand why it's happening, but you are aware of the fact that it's happening, and probably have been for a very long time. Get some damn help, because that's not fair to other people. It's really wrong. And we all got to answer at some point in time, whether, you know, y'all believe in God or not. We all got to answer to a higher power at some time in this lifetime. And I'd rather be thinking like this than get there and be like, oh, well, you know, all you had to do was believe. I'd rather take the chance on trying to believe than to put myself in a situation where I'm for sure going to hell or something, you know. Sometimes it's like all they do is take a second for you to just try to do and be positive. Y'all, I'm trying to think how I want to do this blue. I'm thinking what I might want to do is, go in with something kind of thick, like this light concealer and this Adept Cosmetics palette. I think I'm gonna go in with that first. Yeah. Yeah, go on with that. There we go. Okay, now y'all, we're gonna take this blue pigment from my own makeup that I was telling y'all about, and I'm gonna start going in, and I am gonna have some fallout from that, but we will fix it, okay? Let me spray this brush a little bit. Let me use this Pot Makeup Magnet Mist. Spray it just so It's easier to apply. Okay, y'all, got some concealer on, so I'm just gonna like kind of clean this up a little bit here. This is I Am Magic concealer, but this is like a number 11, I believe. And it looks blue under my eye because of that fallout. So I'll probably take a little bit under my eye too, just to kind of make sure my foundation applies good. We don't want to look like we got punched in the eye. That's how it is when you're using pigments. But another thing, y'all, I know I said 18. We were on 14, but I do want to mention addictions. It could be smoking. It could be any type of addiction. Can push people away, because whatever that you're doing with that addiction, whether it is smoking, like smoking cigarettes if somebody around you has asthma, or maybe the smell bothers them, that could run them off. Things like overeating, being addicted to like alcohol, to where like you just always have to have it, especially if you act like a whole different person when you've had alcohol, you're gonna be running somebody off. So like a lot of times we know why we are in a situation, where we know why people keep running away from us. A lot of times we're well aware of it, whether or not we choose to face reality or stop making excuses or blaming everybody but ourselves. Because it's usually I'm not saying that you won't meet nobody that's not good for you, but at the same time, if you honestly don't deserve what you saying you waiting on or whatever, like if you dealing with addiction, you're just probably not ready, because you're gonna be doing things that jeopardize your relationship anyway, more than likely, especially if you're not, a functional addict, to where you can, function to where you're not getting on somebody's nerves. But like the things that addiction drives you to do is every bit of important. They are very important. But y'all, this is that blue. I'm not done yet though. Oops, I don't want to get my sleeves in the makeup, but I'm trying to fix this side a little bit more. The other side doesn't go way out here like that. They ain't gotta be twins. I guess they could be sisters, but we want to get it as close as possible. What did I do with the dang thing? Oh, that's much better. I need to take this, kind of drag that out a little bit more and re-clean it up a little bit. That's very pretty. We're gonna clean it up just a little bit. Yeah, addictions will can definitely, you know, unless you're dealing with somebody that probably got the same addiction or also have some type of addiction. But that's not healthy in itself. Two people with issues like that, it's not healthy. But, you know, I want the best for all of y'all. So I pray that I hope and pray that y'all will get the help that you need. Y'all, I wanna take this little brush right here and go back in my bronzer. I'm gonna use this bronzer. This one is Supreme. I'm gonna go in with Supreme and just go like right here. I don't want that to fall. Yeah, addictions can be, even if it's just food, it's like having to see, maybe, you know, your goals are that you want to lose weight and somebody else just always got to have food in their mouth. And yeah, you can still reach your goals, but because it causes more stress and, you know, just makes things a little hard for you, you kind of figure in your mind, like, I was doing way better without that, or if I didn't have that or have to deal with that person overeating all the time or always convincing me or trying to convince me to eat the things that I don't want to eat right now, I'm able to meet my goals without all these problems. So you start kind of in your mind just wanting to already like omit that person from your life. I don't care how much you love somebody, especially like if a doctor told you that something's wrong with your health. And you're gonna be like, you know, this is really jeopardizing my health, and that person ain't willing to change for their own self. So, you know what I mean? Sometimes in our minds, we do want to take the easy way out, you know? And that is getting rid of whatever is causing us pain, sorrow, discomfort, unhappiness. And that's why I said don't start rushing in the first place. Getting with people you know damn well you shouldn't be with to begin with. 9 times out of 10, these people, we might find out they got addiction later, or find out that, you know, they don't want to be healthy and we want to be healthy. But all it takes is time to get to see stuff like that. If you wait and not rush to, you know, all these relationships and stuff, you will eventually see that. But a lot of times that's why we miss it, because we don't want to see it. And then we complain about it later after the fact, but it's like you could have avoided all that, boo. You just took your time with all these relationships. And if you're not quite there yet, you got to get yourself right before you be wishing upon a star that you be with something that you truly don't deserve. If the person is all together and got themselves together, but you not, then they missing out. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair to them. Because then they stuck with something and they hoping and wishing that you change. And a lot of us be so set in our ways, you know, that you can't just expect people to change, especially if they don't want to. It's not nothing that they planning to do in the first place. Either the person is planning to change or they just not. And if they fooled you or whatever it was that got you there, they comfortable now being exactly who they truly are, they're not worried about losing you, that's on them. That's one thing people deserve. I feel like people deserve to be left when they're not realistic about who they are. But y'all, let me get back on to the list, because this look took me away for a little bit. But the last one we did was 14, lacking emotional self-control. 15, if you are cruel and lack compassion for others, you have very toxic behaviors. What normal person wants to be parlaying with somebody who lacks empathy and compassion, especially when they're in need of your support? Like, why is being around you going to be beneficial to them? They're not going to be feeling like they lucky charm or they got something good with you if you can't even offer them the basics that they need in a relationship. Because you lack being normal in that area. They're going to want to move on and may not even want to be with the next one because you done got on their damn nerves so bad. I know that's how I be. I'm not trying to get out of nothing and get into nothing else. And anybody who is in anything that they want to call it entanglement or something that wasn't positive, take your time getting in the next situation. That's all I can say about that. Yeah, I'm going to close up this pigment before I make a real hot mess, because it's very messy. But this is from Mayo Makeup. I will drop a code for y'all below so y'all can get a 10% discount when y'all place y'all orders. Ugh, I don't like all this blue on my fingers. But so yeah, y'all, this is pretty much what we're working with thus far. I'm looking for these little, I got these little liquids. I don't know what colors I got from Shein. Let's see what colors I got from them. Like these little glitters and whatnot. Let me see if it's like liner or, because I have some that's like eyeshadow and some that's like liner. Because I got silver right here, it's so pretty. I want to see if I could use one of these, these little brushes right here. If I could get enough glitter out of there. But yeah, so if you lack empathy and compassion, especially when people are in need of your support and you being unkind and hurtful, maybe you're a psychopath or a sociopath. And if that's the case, I don't know. If you're a psychopath or sociopath, you just need to get help altogether. But the issue with being a psychopath or sociopath is going to be 9 times out of 10 you don't care. If you feel that it's not benefiting you, you don't care about the fact that the person might leave you, or you not think about none of that. All you seeing and all you're doing is driven by what you are wanting at the time. You were never caring about that person to begin with. If you're not afraid of losing them, then you're not going to care about changing. But you gotta at least understand where people are coming from. People who are not like you are coming from when they don't want you in their environment anymore. Because they could be, what about if people seeing you the way you see them? He ain't benefiting me. He might pat himself on the back, or she might pat herself on the back. But what am I getting from this? I'm not getting a damn thing but a headache. They're going to start seeing you for what you truly are. And at that point, you know, pretty much a wrap. Y'all, so even though you can put this on, if you use this, you can put it on as eyeshadow, and this is from Shein. I'm just using this little brush right here, like an eyeliner brush, and I'm just going in with that. Oh no, you gotta take your time with this because it's too easy to mess up. Too easy. And I see like some I want to fix already. Let's see if I can fix it. Right here. Okay. I'm gonna get some more. Okay. Now we went all out with my favorite color. We went all out with the favorite color today. Let's see, y'all. Number 16 on our list would be if you're a cheater. Ooh. Number 16. If you are a cheater. Ew. No, I'm just playing. But if you are a cheater, just stay away from people you truly don't deserve. Seriously. Just because you can have 5 partners doesn't mean you should. You're trying to do a little too much. Maybe you just need to take the time in order to find what you want, so you don't feel like you got to be with person A, B, and C because they each have unique qualities. Maybe you can get that in one person and we just stop rushing, you know? But the fact that, like, you don't, are you feeling remorseful is the question for what you're doing to someone else. You out there hurting, breaking hearts and hurting people. And then it's crazy because people who cheat, a lot of times when they're given a taste of their own medicine, they can't take it. They can't deal with it. Why? Why are you putting all that negativity and doing all these bad things to other people out there in the environment, but you cannot take it to save your life if somebody does the same to you? And I'm not saying 2 wrongs make a right and all that and the other, but I told you, I definitely believe in sometimes letting somebody see what they're making me feel, especially if they're not getting it, and I can try to get them to get it time and time again. Like, I'm not, doing stuff like that because I feel like if I got to stoop that low, it's time for me to go anyway. Y'all, I'm messing up. I might have to put a little bit more blue down here because it was a little hard. The glue was a little, the glitter is a little chunky down this way. I'm gonna go over it again just like the other one because that one came out so nice. I'm gonna go over this one so it stands out. But yeah, y'all, you gotta do unto others as you want done to you, okay? That's even in the Bible. I know it's a reason for it. Because man is not free of error. But when you know right from wrong, after a time, or twice maybe, but I say after one time, really, you should be learning your lesson. You can't keep calling it no dang mistake. At a certain extent, it's no longer a mistake. You screwing up and you know it. We calling people on their ish today. I'm gonna have to go back over this, but because this is really bugging me a little bit here, but let me see if I can find a brush. It would be nice if I had another angle brush that I could go. I'm gonna go in with this little skinny little brush right here because I need some more of that blue pigment just to do a little correcting. And like I say, it's very messy, highly messy. This blue pigment is kind of gross. So that's all you do with the glitter smears a little bit. Take the blue pigment and go back in and fix it. All you're gonna do. I can't believe it. It looks nice though. I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye, just kind of fix it a little bit. And then we can go ahead and put on our makeup, our foundation. Alright, y'all. I think that's good enough. I don't want to fuss with it no more. But I think that's very pretty. And now that we have that, I think I'm gonna just take a little bit of this Master Comb real quick and go up over my brow bone with that. This Maybelline Master Comb. I'm gonna use some of that real quick. Kind of go in right here. So we got our brow bone highlighted a little bit. So now we're gonna go ahead, since we got on our primer and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my foundation real quick, y'all. I'm gonna use this 338 Matte Plus Poreless Maybelline Fit Me. And I'm gonna use this foundation brush that I just recently used. It's a flat top kabuki brush that I got from Amazon. Yeah, this is 338. And what is 338 again? Spicy Brown. This is a little dark for me right now. But y'all will see. Just like any other time when I highlight and all that, it'll bring it together. Okay, guys. Foundation is good. Let's do a little highlight real fast so we can get done with this. Did I go in with the right thing? Yeah, we did. Okay. I thought we put on the wrong one for a minute. So 338 Spicy Brown is a little bit dark. See, y'all can tell. But I'm gonna go in real quick. I'm gonna just go straight in with this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in color. This is like, so I think it's beige. NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Just because I want to get done like so. All right, let's blend this out. Let me get a clean sponge real fast. These are from Shein. I'm gonna just spray it with a little bit of this Hot Makeup Magnet Mist. Blend that out, set it. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and set this. We're gonna use this Airspun loose face powder. All right, let's set it. All right, that's perfect. Ooh, I look like a boogeyman, y'all. Y'all, I'm getting powder all over my tatas, but y'all can't see it anyway. So anyway, we're going in with this Fit Me and Golden, Maybelline Fit Me Golden powder, like I always do. Where's the brush I used last time for this? I'm gonna just use this little chunky brush right here. What brush is this? Zaraya Flawless Concealer Brush. Yeah, I'm just going in and because I love the color, the brightness that I get when I do this, so try to set it with a pop of brightness. All right. So now we're going in with Maybelline Fit Me and 355 Coconut just to bring some life back to this face. We're going to use this Real Techniques brush right here, like a powder brush. Bring some color back in. And 17, if you are not living in truth, you're probably truly hiding from yourself. Someone else can easily become attached to your false persona. Okay, that is highly true and a very dangerous game to be playing. Like, people that do stuff like that are bringing bad vibes and energy just to their own lives by just being like that. No matter whatever caused you to be like that, you're going to steadily attract those type of people and those type of situations in your life, because that's what you're allowing to be there. That's what you're inviting, you know. You owe it to yourself to be who you were created to be. Your creator did not create you to be somebody else. So you have to come to terms with who you are. And if someone has made you feel like you are nothing, if you were ever abused or, you know, neglected or dealt with any type of situation like that, and it has pained you, please get help. Just get help. Where's that brush I use? Oh, here it is. Take that same brush I use for the highlighter. Kind of blend that out just a little bit because I don't want no harsh line. Just chilling. Okay. Tone that down just a little bit. Alright, y'all. So now it is time to go in. We're going to go in with this little angle brush here. And I'm going to start with the brightener. Okay. And now I'm gonna go into Supreme again with a little bit of brightener. Definitely add some more drama. Okay. Okay, that's good. That way we can see our facial shape a little bit better. All right, y'all, so now that that's done, we're gonna take this, what is this called? This Master Chrome, Maybelline Master Chrome, and we are going to do a little bit of highlighting real fast. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and spray our face with this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist real quick. And then we are going to take this L'Oreal Smoldering, what is this? Voluminous Smoldering Eyeliner in black. We're going to use this NK pencil in Cocoa. And now what we're gonna go in with? We're gonna go in with this Permanent Pout by Pop Beauty Super Pink. What color is this? Power Pink. Power Pink is very pink. And the permanent pouts kind of apply matte. But we're not gonna keep it like that. What we're about to do now is add this Pop Beauty Plump Pout. And it's in Fuchsia Freesia. That's just going on top, okay? Alright, y'all. Where were we? Yeah, celebrate your uniqueness, and you know how I was saying your creator didn't make you to be like everybody else. Celebrate your uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? He made you to be who you are, not to be like everybody else. Y'all, I can't find certain brushes I'm looking for, so I'm fidgeting. Looking for a particular one though. It's all good though. Because I want to correct this around my lips just a little bit. But being a stubborn perfectionist is gonna be my next one, okay? When you chase perfection, such as in maintaining the perfect house, job, friend, lover, the issue is that perfection doesn't exist, okay? So basically, you're not being realistic. Okay? I personally struggle with this because I could be OCD, obsessive compulsive with cleaning, because my mother was very strict on us about keeping the house clean growing up and stuff. And so like, whew, if it gets too out of hand, I'll want to freak out. And I expect those around me to help keep it, you know, tidy. And I must say I've gotten better with it over the years since I've had to deal with MG, because I don't have the same amount of energy and stuff that I had to be able to keep up with no big old huge house trying to maintain it, you know. And I would do all that by myself for the most part, pretty much mostly by myself. Because sometimes other people want to focus on fun, and maybe too they weren't raised to really be how you are about cleaning. And that's why I also say it's important not to rush relationships, because it's important that you know things like that about people. If you are a clean freak, it is important that you be with somebody long enough to discover if they are filthy or if they're lazy or whatever, because you're gonna have problems in your relationship. I'm not just telling you to suck that up, because I'm just saying be realistic. Don't overdo it, you know, be over the top about it, because people have to realize that life is fun, or can be fun, but that doesn't erase responsibilities. Y'all, I'm gonna tone this back down just a little bit. It's a little too shiny for my liking because it's already bright pink. I'm gonna put some more of the permanent powder on because I don't like it too shiny. Yeah. Suck some of that up. I feel like a Barbie, kind of like. But it's a very dramatic look. I feel like with this head wrap, I look like somebody from the 40s or something. It's giving me like 40s vibes. Yeah. Hollywood glamour 40s vibe or something. But yeah, y'all, that's pretty much what we're working with. And I wanted to throw on some lashes. I'm gonna have to go grab them, but I'm gonna grab them and then I'm gonna just throw them on, and then I'll show y'all the complete look, okay? All right, my love, so here is the complete look we have on our lashes. They are Let's Goose professional lashes. I'm trying to see what style. It's this style that I have on today. Let's Goose professional lashes. They're 3D 25mm false eyelashes. The style is E89. E89. But y'all, when the house start looking out of control, be a hot mess, your girl be ready to blow up, okay? Like, I do not be happy about it. I'll try to do my best to take care of what I can, you know, with them. But sometimes stuff that I used to be able to do is not doable. Because I get very fatigued and tired and stuff with MG. But I just feel like it's sometimes people don't learn like a lesson that sometimes, like, God has given us a chance, and what he gives us that we're not taking care of, I always feel like he will take it away. Like, I'm better with dealing with how I deal with it now, a little bit better than before, but I still get very frustrated about it. I just have to realize that I can't physically keep up like I used to. Like, I would clean a 3,000 square foot house in 2 days tops before, and I could never right now. But what y'all think? Y'all like the look? We did something really, really different for y'all today, so hopefully y'all like. But yeah, one thing I never really understood is that like how dismissive people be. Like, how could you not be uncomfortable with something like that, like just sitting in filth? But everybody's not raised the same, you know. But that's why I say it's important to get to know people too, because if somebody has no intentions of changing and that's how they are, but you guys bump heads because of that, that's not going to make for a good situation ever. But that's like, you know, some people get a brand new car and never take it to get maintenance, never take it for an oil change, and then having her to complain when they stuck back in the same situation. The thing ain't working. Now they are walking. Like, you didn't learn the first time you had to walk in triple digit temperatures. If I had to walk in 117 degrees anywhere for a whole year, and I finally got a car, I would definitely be trying my best to take care of it. Before I buy snacks, before I buy liquor, I'm gonna make sure that I have an oil change. Something that I'm relying on to get me from A to B, and I live in a place that gets hot as hell. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what be wrong with some of y'all? I just don't get that. Like, if you had an opportunity, you had a chance before, why would you do it and then be doing it a third time? Either if you didn't take care of what you had before and you lost it, why would you be not caring still to this day? Like, why haven't you learned? Do you want to be walking in the hot sun again? Like, come on, you know what I mean? So if you're doing that and you with somebody that does like to take care of their things, they're gonna have a problem. And you know what really tripped me out? When people be like that, they be particular about the things that they're passionate about and will be willing to take care of those things, but not willing to take care of what gets them from point A to B. And it's like, come on. It's like, that's really backwards. Why not either care about all your things or just, you know what I mean? Just say bump it all together. Because that makes no sense to me. Because to me, you're asking to be back in that same situation when you're still doing the same things that caused you to be in that situation time and time again. That would definitely cause issues in your relationship. And people will definitely want to run from you. They feel like every time they have something, they got to share it with you, or because you don't want to do what you're supposed to be doing to be on your up and up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to feel like you're irresponsible, or all you care about is toys or whatever, going bowling, whatever it is that you're stuck on doing. But it's like, if you care about getting to bowling, or if you care about whatever it is that you like so much, you got to take care of that vehicle. You know what I'm saying? You know, people not having common sense like that is why a lot of relationships fail like that. But all right, mis amores, I'm going to get ready to head out. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? Baby. But your girl did this look. I got to do a wig review, so I'm about to get on out of here, get some pics, and we good to go. So I hope that you have subscribed, made it official. I hope that even though this video was a get ready with me, hopefully you enjoyed the chat. I will also do some let's talk discussions without getting ready as well. But you guys seem to like these, so I will start another one because it's been a while. But I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Do something positive for someone and start working on what? Self-development, self-improvement. If y'all are interested in learning more about that, learning more about relationships, let me know. Reach out to your girl. You can put it in the comments, or you can, DM me on like Instagram. But your girl LAL has got to go. I hope this chat was good for y'all, and I dropped a few gems for you. But y'all be blessed, and put good out there. You know what I mean? Stop with the foolishness, with the ridiculousness. Just stop it. But all right, y'all. Your girl loves you. I'm gonna catch you next time. Later. We out like that. Wow.